been on. I've mainly been doing some. I've been mainly doing some videos on Facebook. So a lot of where a lot of my friends and family are, so I do a lot there. But figured I'd talk to you about things that are going on and really learning how to deal with being pretty much just, for me it was being slapped in the face with a bunch of shit that I didn't understand and pretty much panicked at it. So for me, being awakened, being able to know things without really knowing where they're coming from, anything like that, it can be really, really scary. And instead of fearing it and not embracing it, instead of hiding it again, I actually started to embrace it. So I've personally done some readings within the last couple days. And when you think of a tarot reading, you think of people using the cards and feeling the energy from the cards. Well, I actually use meditation. I don't really use my cards unless there's something inside those cards that needs to be pulled out for me to grasp a little bit better of an understanding. Not even joking. Like, I have been able to connect energy and forces with people outside of the state that I'm in. So I'm in Arizona. I've connected with people in Indiana, places like that. Most of you are probably like, okay, yeah, that sounds just a little crazy, right? Well, until you actually allow yourself to open up more than just the conscious part of your brain, which is using one sense at a time. So you're seeing something, you're not smelling anything, you're not hearing it, you're paying attention to one specific detail. What I learned is that when you learn to pay attention to more than one detail at a time, that is when you start to connect with your higher powers, your guides, pretty much with the universe and the energy that's outside of what we're living in right now. So, with that, I'm able to sense when family members, my kids' dads, I'm able to sense those all the time now. Because I'm not using just one sense, I'm using more than three. And it's funny because one of my kids' dads is texting me right now, and it's just bugging the crap out of me. Because I already knew this was coming today. Like, I knew he was gonna freaking start talking to me, and it's just weird because I can sense when things are wrong with people, but I've learned how to not necessarily block the energy, but let it flow completely through my body without having to hold on to it. Meditation's a big one. Writing it out on a piece of paper, burning it in nature. I actually let a letter go today that was at a lake because there's water, trees, there's animals, things like that. Things that interest me, things that are enjoyable to me. So literally, I learned how to use my gifts, my psychic abilities, by being in nature, by using each and every one of my senses at the same time. So seeing something, feeling something, hearing something, tasting something, and smelling something. That's all I did. Was I used all five senses, and pretty much with each sense, I broke it down into details. So let's say I have my feet in the water. So not only am I seeing the water, I'm feeling the coldness and it rushing over my feet. I'm hearing the sound of my feet splashing in the water. I'm smelling the trees and the grass and the dirty pond water, you know. I had a granola bar this morning, so as I'm having my feet in the lake, I'm also eating a granola bar, so I can taste the chocolate and the crunchiness and the nuts and the oats of everything. So I pretty much basically use each sense one at a time, but all together. So I'm focused on everything that I'm smelling, seeing, hearing, touching, tasting. And I know that sounds like it's freaking hard, but all that is multitasking. So if you can listen to somebody talk and watch TV. So you're hearing somebody talk and you're watching TV. You're multitasking. So if you're sitting on the couch watching a movie, listening to somebody talk, and eating popcorn, you're using 3 senses. Okay, so if you can smell the popcorn, you can taste the popcorn, you can see the popcorn, you can see the TV, you can see the person next to you, you can hear the person next to you, you can sometimes smell the person next to you. You're using those senses all together, whether you realize it or not. Personally, for me, all it took was, okay, let's go do something I enjoy. So being in nature, watching the sunset, watching sunrise, watching the ducks, watching, certain things. When I went out, I would be like, hey, okay, this is what I'm seeing. How is it making me feel? I also put feeling into it, so it's calming me. Okay, so what about nature is calming? The water, the trees, the smells, the the hearing, the touching, like touching the trees, touching the grass with my feet. Those are all making me feel calm. So all the 5 senses are, well, let's put it this way. So your 5 senses are touch, taste, smell, hear, and seeing, sight. So when they talk about the 6th sense, it's not necessarily touching, it's feeling. So how are you feeling inside at that very moment? So more on an emotional level, what are you feeling? Are you anxious? Are you calm? Are you at peace? Are you angry? Are you sad? Are you, so what are you feeling at that very moment? Me, when I go to nature, I am calmed. So then I start to appreciate each thing that is calming me down, with my sight, with my hearing, with my taste, with my smell, with my touching. Using all 5 of those enables me to actually feel a certain emotion. If I'm just feeling an emotion, I can actually run off of that emotion with what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, what I'm smelling, what I'm touching, what I'm tasting. That's all the 6 senses are. So your 6th sense is literally your emotions, how you feel at that very moment. That is all it is. Like I've been talking to people on Facebook about the conscious and subconscious part of your brain and the third awakening of the third eye. So as a kid, when you went to church with your family, some churches talked about a veil. So as you hit a certain age, that veil starts to close. Well, it can very, very easily be reopened. So you got 1 eye, 2 eye, 3 eye. So as soon as you lift that veil in between the subconscious and conscious part of your brain, you start to gain insight on different things in life. Like me being able to read people from thousands of miles away. It's just something that when you lift that veil, your body literally goes into a different state. So I was actually researching why I'm exhausted, why my body hurts so bad, like different things like that. It's actually because my body, mind, and spirit, they're all going up in higher vibration. So when my body starts to go into a higher vibration, things start to hurt. I'm wearing out more easily because I'm actually pushing more energy through my body than normal. And it's normal because a lot of people are going through it at this time. I wasn't aware of that. I thought I was dying. I'm like, oh my god, my kidneys, everything hurts. I'm freaking dying. But in actuality, that's just normal because your body is actually starting to push energy through it faster. When you get migraines that just don't seem to go away, that's because the energy is being forced through your crown chakra. So if you feel like you're having a heart attack and you can't breathe, it's because there's more energy going through your heart chakra, and so on and so forth. Joint pain, all of it has to do with the level of energy that's being pushed through your body. Sorry, I have heartburn. Ugh, cravings. So personally, I love sweets. I will eat sweets till the day I die. I crave salt. Complete opposite. I hate salt. I don't like things that are salty, but that's all I've been craving because my body needs something more than what it's getting. I went from less junk food to more healthy food. My body is just making changes. So when you start to see these changes, it's nothing really serious. It's just that your body is picking up higher energy. It's pushing more vibrations and more energy through your body. That's all it is. Anyways, I don't just figured I'd come and stop in, talk. If y'all have any questions, you can hit me up on Facebook. My name is Lillian Marie LaSwear. Comment on my videos. If there's something you want to know or you need advice, that's what I'm more good at. I generally don't like to tell people things. I would rather give them suggestions so they're able to make a choice on their own. So anyways, again, I will probably be stopping back by tomorrow. It just depends. I'm the type of person that if I feel like I need to share something, I will actually go ahead and just hop on. So I will see all of you later. Have a wonderful rest of your night. And if nobody's told you that they love you, I definitely love each and every person that's on the face of the planet. Because, I'm no different. Just because I am able to connect all my senses together does not make me any different than the next person. It doesn't make me smarter, anything like that. I learned how to tap into it a little sooner than some people. So, again, have a wonderful rest of your night. Peace out.